All right, let's get into the Houston Texans. So we're switching up the order a little bit. We're going to start with questions and then get into some cap or no cap. But we're going to assume no Deshaun Watson just because of how adamant he is about not playing there. So even if he does play this season, I don't think it's going to be in a Texans uniform. But obviously, anything could change. Anything could happen. But to address the elephant in the room, if he does get traded out of Houston, how far down does Tyrod Taylor bring this offense?
Tremendously
Rock
down.
bottom.
Rock bottom.
See,
Rock bottom.
I said not too much because they're already at rock bottom.
Well, with Deshaun Watson, it brings him up to like a pretty
They're
decent
at least
team.
decent, yeah. He
Not
could
a
lead the
borderline
football
playoff team because they lost so many players, but I think they'd be competitive every week. With
The
Tyrod
last
Taylor, they
full-
might be 0-17, dude.
Yeah, the last full season that he played, he had like Cam Newton numbers from last year. He didn't even have 3,000 yards, and he only had 14 touchdowns with 8 picks.
Yeah,
Like, that's
definitely a run-first quarterback.
Not too hot.
So, yeah, I think it brings it down a lot as well. I would definitely agree with you guys. Moving on to the next question. Brandon Cooks is the best wide receiver here. We know that. But which wide receiver outside of him would be most intriguing to you? And probably as a dart throw, but Andre Roberts, Randall Cobb, Kiki Kute, or rookie Nico Collins?
Matt.
If anybody, it's got to be Kiki Kutai.
Especially if
If
he's playing
anybody.
the Colts. As long as he's playing the Colts.
I mean,
Yeah.
Randall Cobb is like a fossil. Andre Roberts, wasn't he on the Raiders for like
Yeah.
ever and did nothing? So
Super.
why would he do
Yeah.
something with Tyrod Taylor?
And
I mean,
Nico Collins.
The best dart throw you got there at hitting the bullseye is Kiki.
I like Kiki.
Yeah, I think Kiki would be my guy
Do
as
you
well.
love me?
I also like Nico and like obviously Dynasty, but even as like a late round in a deeper league, just throw a dart. He could do something on this team that's going to be struggling to get points, and they're probably going to have to throw a lot in the fourth quarter. So
They're just gonna feed Cooks.
If I were Kiki, I would tell people that my name's pronounced Kike. So it's like Kike Kute.
any change of the name
It's
pronunciation,
bougie.
like Travis Kelce,
Yeah.
Travis Kelce.
Capper.
That's how
Let's
you
go.
say it.
straight cat.
That's how you say
Cap.
it.
He was capping, no
Oh,
doubt.
he was.
All right. Getting into this running back situation, which is a hairy one, to say the least. Which
Hairy.
one do you think will
You
get the
measured
most
that?
touches, and which one do you think is the best value? So first, we got David Johnson. He's currently being taken as the 32nd running back, 81st overall. Philip Lindsay, second with RB 52, 163rd overall, so very late in drafts. Mark Ingram is essentially going undrafted at running back 66, and Burkhead's probably undrafted as well.
I think David Johnson is the one who will get the most touches. But second, like who's going to be the second guy? I don't think you should count out Mark Ingram. I mean, I don't know what this team's going to look like on a week-to-week basis. Like they're not going to be winning any games. But Philip Lindsay receiving back, David Johnson receiving back. I think David Johnson's more talented, but I think he is the one who will get the most touches. I don't
Agreed.
think any of them will be very productive though.
Me either.
I
Yeah.
still
I
think
think-
David Johnson has the most value
Yeah.
at where he's being picked.
That
RB
running back
32?
room is a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
That's like your third or fourth running back. Like
That's not bad.
easily,
he's-
I'll take David Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'll definitely take David Johnson as the most valuable and most touches. I think he's going to get the most work in this backfield. You just hope he can stay healthy. Obviously, he's had injury issues throughout his career, and if he does go down, Philip Lindsay looks like a steal late in the draft. There, he's definitely worth your RB 5 or 6 bench spot. Just throw him on there. David Johnson goes down, he's going to get a ton of volume. I think Ingram will be involved, but I think it'll be sparingly. At this point, he's well past his prime. I don't
Big
know how many
trust.
touches he's going to get in this offense. That's not going to run the ball a lot, I don't think, because they're going to be down a lot too. So we shall see. But
They
David
might not
Johnson
even
should
have
be
a
the PPR
quarterback,
guy.
and they will just run the ball all the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. All right, let's get into some cap or no cap for the Texans. Start off moving right back into the running backs. With all the running backs in the backfield this year, none of them should be drafted in the top 30, cap or no cap.
No cap.
Okay.
No cap. Easy no cap.
It could
Yeah.
be anyone's backfield any given week in Houston. So I'm trying to avoid them at all costs. But I mean, like if T God said David Johnson, if he just falls into your lap, I wouldn't be mad taking him as like my 4th running back.
Yeah, I have to say cap because I have David Johnson ranked as my RB 30. So technically that's in the top 30, but
You're
I
so
mean,
technical, Sean.
Yeah, seriously.
So technical.
hey, I had to at least mention it.
Uh,
Go ahead.
I will say I'm more tempted to touch these running backs than I am the Patriots running backs.
I have David Johnson ranked over
David
Damian Harris.
Johnson, yeah, just that alone. Philip Lindsay, I mean, I guess I would take Philip Lindsay over the next
James
best
White.
Patriots. Yes,
Yeah,
Sony Michel.
that I might agree with.
I actually have Philip Lindsay ranked one spot ahead of James White. So
There we
I
go.
would
We're agreeing.
Sean staying technical with it.
agree. Gotta stay technical. Gotta stay true to my ranks. Although they changed like with the win. So, anyways, next cap or no cap here. No matter the quarterback, Brandon Cooks should still be considered the best wide receiver on this team and will finish top 35. Cap or no cap?
No cap.
No cap.
Okay.
No cap.
He's
no
gonna
cap.
get force fed. And like you said earlier, they're gonna be down in like almost every single game that they play. So they're gonna
Top
have to
30?
be throwing, and when they throw,
He
it's
was-
going to Cooksy.
He was wide receiver 7 when Will Fuller got suspended. Obviously, it's not Deshaun
Tyrod
Watson
Taylor.
throwing the ball, but I think he will be given the most targets. Right, I
Think you
think
can get top 30?
Yes, I think he'll be top 25.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think
Maybe
that's a
it's
ceiling.
25.
Is like a low end wide
I like
receiver
it.
too. Would be a ceiling for me, probably. But any given week, Brandon Cooks can catch a long ball. So, all right, last cap or no cap for the Texans. Now that Darren Fells is no longer in Houston, Jordan Akins should be considered a top 15 tight end.
Stop.
Cap.
Yeah.
Cap.
Tell me the last time
Please
there was
stop.
ever a relevant Texans tight end in this world.
But
So
they were kind
fantasy-
of hit or
that-
miss last year. Actually.
Okay,
The
I'll
But-
tell you two: Owen Daniels and CJ Fedorowicz. There were the last two like ones that maybe you mentioned in fantasy. Like, other than that, who?
You pulled them
I
out of
feel
your
like they
ass.
had
dude.
a white guy that was pretty good there for a little bit.
Owen Daniels.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Ryan
I never
Daniels.
really knew his name. Owen Wilson, Ryan Daniels.
So
Alright.
no.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
big cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big cat.
Huge cap. Don't draft any Texans tight ends.
Yeah, please don't.
They're definitely like an absolute draft DFS flyer at best. All right, let's get into our bold takes or favorite targets. Q, what do you got? Lead us off here.
It's not really a fantasy take, but the Texans do not finish last in the division.
Ooh.
I don't think they
Really?
finish third either. No, I'm just
Whoa.
kidding.
Oh, I was about to say over the Colts or the Titans, bro. You're wild. That's bold.
Jeez.
No, I'm not even saying either of those two finished first and second.
All right, what are you saying?
No,
What-
I'm
The
just kidding.
Titans finished last.
he's
Yeah.
wiling right now.
No,
Um,
Texans don't finish last. I do like
There we
Trevor
go.
Lawrence a lot, but he's a
Nah,
rookie.
Jaguars got to be better than that. At least I think, but you never know. If Deshaun Watson somehow magically plays too, they'll obviously be more competitive. All right, T-Gods, what do you got?
Okay. Everybody's looking forward to the draft. I'm looking forward to week 11 of the NFL season. The Texans play the Jets. This game is going to be a game to watch. The Jets are
Game
going to
of the
win this
week.
game, and I will bet any of you that the Jets beat the Texans.
Is it on Thursday night? That's like a Thursday night type game.
It might be on Thursday. I don't know.
That's American
But if
Game of
anyone
the
wants to
Week.
bet, the Jets are winning that game.
I'm not.
They might win that game.
They're
I gotta
gonna
see
win
how
that
Zach
game.
Wilson is
I don't
rolling
hate
at that
Final
point.
score 6-3.
I don't hate the Jets that much. I could see them winning.
All right,
Yeah,
bet.
Jets.
Bet.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. All right,
I'm
Matt.
sorry. Wait. I just want to say sorry because there's not many players to talk about on this team.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows that though. What do
I'm
you got,
going to
Matt?
end up talking about a player who's probably not even going to be on the team to start the season. But my bold take is Deshaun Watson is innocent. That man will start week 1 of this NFL season, regardless if he's on the Texans. I hope he's not because he don't want to be there. They probably don't want him there anymore because he's getting dirt thrown all over his name and he didn't do anything wrong.
That actually like goes into my question I was about to ask before we left the Texans. Does Deshaun Watson make the criminal bracket?
That was my question. I
Nope.
was about to ask that.
He's
He might.
innocent.
We'll
If
see.
he doesn't start the season, we put him on there.
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Deshaun.
I think he might be on the exempt list until kind of proven guilty though. So maybe
Or
he might
innocent.
be able to start the season.
He's on the waiting list.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to be determined. But my bold take also kind of includes Deshaun Watson. So if he does not play in Houston this season, I think no Texans player will finish inside the top 30. I don't think it's that bold. David Johnson and Brandon Cooks are the ones that would obviously have the best chance. I have them both ranked 30 or lower. And I think this offense is probably going to be a dumpster fire with Tyrod Taylor. Not that many weapons outside of Brandon Cooks. He's probably going to see double teams. They just have a ton of running backs. And the last time we saw a team with a ton of running backs, so I think it was the Eagles with DeMarco Murray and Ryan Matthews, and just signed a bunch of free agent running backs that didn't mesh well together. I don't know how you involve all those guys in your offense. It's to be determined, but I'd probably trying to avoid any Texans unless they fall in my lap past their ADP.
And
You want to know the cause of all this?
COVID.
The Texans trading DeAndre Hopkins for David Johnson.
Definitely.
Yep.
Ever since that
Very
happened, their whole organization has just went completely downhill.
Yeah, that's a fact.